Hey everybody, welcome to Not a TikTok. This is a live broadcast. This light makes my eyes look more tired than they really are, or maybe I really am not tired. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I'm really happy that you are here. Thank you for joining me. Um, I am excited to be talking to you today. I feel like there's some really cool stuff that's happening in the works. I'm just meeting some really amazing people who are doing some really amazing things, and I'm excited to be a part of what they're doing, and they're a part of what I'm building. And thank you, for everybody who's kind of tuning in and being a part of this. It means a lot. Um, we're going to go ahead and kind of jump into it. I'm going to start today. Some of the feedback that I've been getting was like, can you like show us a profile that's like kind of like working it and everything, doing all the good things. And this morning, it was just a wonderful message that I got from Alejandra, and we had connected. I think it was in December originally, and we had a chat, and I made some suggestions about what she could do. She ended up working with someone else. Her name's Christy Woods, and she's going to be tagged here in the post, I think. And so I'm gonna start off with what I think is a good profile. And what's great is that she messaged me this morning that she has found a gig. She's found a job, and so that's awesome. And kudos to her. And so we're gonna start off with that, and then we're gonna go and look at some of the profiles for the people who submitted their names for the past couple days. So here we go. Gotta share my screen and get some water. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Sharing. So here we go. And today I'm going to do something different maybe too. So we'll see, we'll play. So thank you for this whole big giant list of people who recommended their profiles or submitted them. I put them all up here. We're going to get to as many as we can within the next like 20 minutes or so. But we're going to start here with Alejandra. So first, thank you so much for letting me use your profile. I appreciate you. I got permission, and I appreciate this. We're going to start off with what's working. Okay. I really like this background because it's intentionally blurry, right? So you're not forced with the decision of like, do you get put in a high resolution photo? And that is it going to be pixelated or anything like that? Like it's a forced perspective. And where you're focusing is on the text, which is your name, and then educational design and consulting. The contrast between the dark and the light is great. It's very easy for your user to be able to read that and to see it. I would go in and double check to the font to make sure that it can be picked up with accessibility software. I'm not an expert in that, but that's something to consider as well, just your font choice. Great picture, very approachable. I'll see if you can go in there because of the dark background that you have as well for your banner. See if you can like lighten the photo a little bit. So, because it kind of looks like you're taking the picture in a little bit of a darker room. So just kind of like brighten it. So we can kind of see there. And this is where Christy was. Right here, this is Christy's profile. We won't review Christy's, but this is so you can kind of get some more information about her. But she helped Alejandro to write this headline, and I love this headline so much because it tells a story. It's a value add. I know exactly where I can go and what I can do. So right here, it says, I am an instructional designer and educator who builds large-scale projects sweetened with DEI. I love that, sweetened with DEI. When a recruiter's going out and they want a diversity, equity, and inclusion expert, they want that, but it's an auxiliary to the primary function, right? It's making the deliverable inclusive. If you can't do the deliverable, then I'm not going to talk to you about whether or not it is inclusive, right? Be able to build a large scale thing and then sweeten it with DEI, make it better with DEI, okay? The purpose of DEI, right, is to make the deliverable accessible for an audience, right? Do that. So way to go. All right. And that we'll just kind of go with that little brief right there. I think that this is a great profile. Clearly you did the good things. You got the job. Congratulations. Well done. All right. I'm gonna mute myself while I cough and seamlessly transition into the next profile. So right here we have Nadine. Thank you so much for letting me use your profile, for volunteering it. Says, I believe in equity for everyone, right? That's bold, that's clear. It's a very bold font choice, right? Here's what I want to know, right? I think that's important, that's great. But just like we were talking about before, right? Um, believe in equality for everyone, like how, like where, in what space, in what tool, in what deliverable, in what thing. Okay, we have to remove, we have to take those ideas that we love and that we love to talk about, and we have to tie them into tangible deliverables. Okay, tangible things. Okay, so if you believe in equality for everyone, this is amazing. My expectation going into your profile is that whatever you show me is going to exemplify this, and that you have something to show me. Okay. So going in here to the header, that's what it's called. I can never remember these things. I love your picture, by the way. Great picture. I would maybe zoom out just a little bit. So, or I'm sorry, whatever the word I'm looking for. Make your face a little bit smaller so it doesn't get cut off by the open to work banner. So instructional design, communication, 15 years of teaching experience, bilingual, leadership, project management, learning and development, humanitarian. Okay. So when we have a list of verbs, I'm sorry, a list of words, it's good to use parallelism. That means that we want to, like, communication, and like project, oh, sorry, here's a project management ends in MANT, and then learning and development ends in MENT. That's parallel structure, and it's catchy. Okay. This right here, it's kind of disruptive in the types of words that we're using in a list. So if you use a list, go for that repetitive parallel word structure. Okay. And make sure that you're giving me a value add. It's great that you're humanitarian in communication. Is there a job that they don't want communication? I don't know, right? So make sure that you are not giving your pitch like, I have 15 years experience, da 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 da. You're giving your value add, right? I would focus. I would focus. You have instructional design, that's one thing. You have project management is another thing. And then you have learning and development. Those are three different career tracks. Instructional design and learning and development are similar, but they're three separate. Pick one and kind of run with it and go with it. Let's go down here to your about section. I love this sentence. I really, really do. So right here it says, I am here. We're going to cut it and paste. Um, Nadine, thank you. All right. So right here it says, this is how it starts. Right. It says, I always find it hard to fill out these about sections. Where do I start? Hi, my name is Nadine and I'm looking for a job. And it says 15 years of experience has made me versatile, flexible, and multifaceted. I am passionate about helping others, creating equal opportunities, and giving a voice to those that are often forgotten. I've also volunteered in underdeveloped countries to better understand the realities of the world. Okay, so I was a writing teacher. When I would tell my students, this was I had a creative writing professor. He loved this analogy, like you cut off the head of the fish, right? Like there's not many people that like enjoy eating the head of the fish. Um, cut off, like when you go to write something and you're drafting, cut off the first chunk that you write. This right here, you don't really need this, right? It shows that you're personable, right? But you're also not really getting to the point. Like when I go into your about section, I'm only seeing like a few sentences. And if it's like, hi, I don't know, like, where do I start? I'm Nadine, I'm looking for a job. That's the presumption is that you're looking for a job and we already know your name. So right here, jump into this. right? Jump right into 15 years of experience has made you versatile, flexible, and multifaceted, right? And then right here, tell a story. What do you mean? What does it mean to be versatile, flexible, and multifaceted in teaching experience? And what is the value add to the thing that you want to do? In order to translate your value, in order to communicate your value, it is going to be just that, an act of translation. The easiest way to do that translation work is through storytelling and narrative. Don't give people more lists, right? Here's a list, right? I am passionate about a list, a list, a list. And I also did this list and list. Show me a story. Show me a story. All right. Let's go to the next one. Thank you so much, Nadine. Let's go to Jess. Thank you. All right. Landing on the profile page. I am enjoying the picture. It's like very approachable. It's not like one of those like yearbook type photos, which is cool. I'm not sure what ISC research top edruptors means. Like I get the feeling that this is an accomplishment, like this is like a badge, and this is a good thing, an accomplishment. This is good. I can't literally I can't see what it is because it's cut off, right? And the words right up here, they get blocked off by your image. Use this space as a billboard. Don't advertise for ISC. Instead, go into Canva, or you can contact Vikia, who's doing LinkedIn banners. Go Vikia. And tell me the significance of that. Like, say, like, I'm a top eduruptor. Like, and then what does that mean? Give me like a little like, oh, this is what it means. And create a banner where I can understand it. Like, picture it as a billboard. You wouldn't put that on a billboard, right? You need a complete message that's there. Okay. Early years specialist, consultant, author, ISC, top education influencer. And then this word right here is different than this word, which makes me a little bit confused. Lead, hashtag women ed Taiwan, Seesaw ambassador, and Muddy Puddle teacher accredited. I'm not sure if Seesaw ambassador and Muddy Puddle teacher are actual titles associated with ISC, or if it's just like, being like kind of like fun and tongue in cheek kind of thing. I think the point is that your user is stopping to try to ask that question. Your headline should be a springboard. You're running and jumping. You're diving into your thesis statement for your job search. You should hire me because. Let this be that running start into that narrative. Okay. Let people understand what path you're on rather than having them try to like figure out what it is that you're trying to say exactly. Don't make your user do interpretive work. Don't make it harder for them. Why? You have people like me who are just browsing and I'm having fun and I'm looking at things. And then you have people who are hiring and making decisions and they're looking through 100 profiles in an hour. They're not going to do that work for you. So you need to do it for them. Awesome. That's cool. Let's keep going. I love right here this activity. Like you'll notice that like as I scroll down, the very first thing that I see is your activity, the things that you do. I can see up here that says that you're an author, and then this right here says, oh, this is the book that you published. I would maybe make that a little bit more explicit rather than just providing a link. Create a post about it with an image, and then put that post in the featured section. I love that you have all this activity. That's beautiful, right? People see activity. They want to know who you are and what you're doing, not just how you talk about yourself, but what you're actually doing. So it's good to give them content to look at, and double whammy, it gives the computer algorithm a whole bunch more content to read through and to match you to that recruiter in the first place. I'm going to take a little water break. All right. I'm going to do these ones a little bit going through, a little bit quicker. Be more kind, my friends. Try to be more kind. Frank Turner. I think that's a quote. I think it's good to be inspired by quotes. I think it's better to help me understand why that inspires you. Rather than a banner, that's a really good post that can go into your featured section, right? Explain to me the value of this and understand that that explanation is an opportunity to answer an interview question of why should we hire you? Okay? Look for those opportunities. So right here it says industrial and organizational psychologist, learning and development, talent management, people analytics, data scientist, philosopher, first-time dad. All right. Industrial and organizational psychologist is one career path. Learning and development is a completely separate career path. Like even like when I say separate, I'm talking about your like who you would report to at a company, right? Like this is gonna be different people. Then you have talent management. That's a completely different organization. People analytics. That's related to this one. Data scientists. There are data scientists or there are data science departments within an organization. And congratulations being first time dad. Woo. So here's what I imagine that you're a recruiter, right? And you work at a big company and you have each of those jobs that are available. And because you felt qualified, you applied to each of those jobs and you feel like you're covering your bases because you're hitting all the right things, right? They look at it and say, why is Scott applying to all of these jobs? Like, he doesn't even know what he wants. How, like, can he do this? He says he can, but he also says he can do these other 10 things. Don't focus on everything you can do. Focus on what you want to do. Of all of those things, what is the thing that you want? Focus on that. Okay. And then go back to this example over here with Alejandra and put it into a sentence, right? That you are a talent management guru who builds a deliverable verb with your flair. All right, that's a good formula. Way to go. All right, I'm gonna jump to this one. Oh, hey, okay. Eric, thank you for submitting your profile. And also, Eric was our very first member of Educators Network. You can join, like it's like a thing to join a community. It's kind of fun. So here we go. Thank you for using your profile. Let me use it. This is okay. When I was talking about earlier, like what the idea of a yearbook photo, right? This is a yearbook photo. It's a great professional photo for a very specific genre, a yearbook, right? Or a professional website. On LinkedIn, you want someone to not be able, like the purpose of a yearbook photo is for someone to be able to identify who you are very, very quickly. You want that same thing when your profile picture. You want people to be able to identify you, but you also want them to want to identify you. I'm not saying that this picture doesn't do that. I'm saying the genre of a yearbook photo doesn't really do that very well. Okay. So consider a new photo where you're showing that personality a little bit more, right? These types of photos are meant to mask personality, bring out that personality. I love the skyline, and I think it's very pretty. I would use it as an opportunity to help me connect it to what you want to do. Whether that's like putting in some words, like kind of copying and pasting this up here, putting it in there with your name, not unlike what happened right over here. Educational professional, training, professional, and development. I feel like I've commented on the headlines and kind of like similar things there. Like you have some lists, so make sure you kind of go in there. Okay, here's what I think is rad. That you have, so you're a member of the Educators Network. Like, thank you for doing that. And you're also, it looks like you're doing some freelance work with Pod Hunters, right? I think That is so good, right? The fact that you're getting out there and going and getting work that you can show people what you can do is an amazing thing. Just to tell a story, I hope she can say that. Yeah, I'm gonna, this will be good. My wife Crystal, she started out as a contract employee at a company, right? Just working 20 hours a week, and then she just went in and just was amazing because that's who she is as an individual, right? And then now, after her second promotion in 9 months, she is the director of administrative operations. Go find, like, you might, like, your first thing might not be that $90,000 job that's out there or whatever. It might be a small stepping stone, like getting a freelance gig. Okay. You make your own opportunities. They're not going to just come and find you. You have to go and get them. You have to go out there and try to find it. Thank you so much for everybody who let me use your profile. For those who I did not get to, I will do my best to create TikToks. I have Sol and Ahav, who are both helping me to edit some TikTok videos, so I can like turn those out and help some folks. If this was helpful to you, please consider sharing this with people. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you just have a great day. Okay.